Hey, Felicia,
Hey, Jesse.
you ready to spin for your impression?
Let's do it.
We're at voice.idiots.fm, and anyone could go and you play along if you wanna.
Play along, and it ultimately doesn't matter to us, but
Yeah,
it'll make you feel like you're part of it.
nothing matters. All right, I'm gonna on go.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I
Oh.
I got a robot.
Whoa, I got robot too. I guess you're doing
Whoa.
robot.
I guess I'm doing robot.
Yeah, because the impression this week is one line, no back and forth.
Okay. That sounds great to me. I would love to do a robot.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Two idiots talking over stuff. Talking over. Talking over. Talking over.
What's up, you fucking idiots?
Wow, what's up?
You know, chilling. We're recording on a dark, beautiful Sunday night.
It was a dark and stormy
It
Sunday
was a
night.
dark and stormy Sunday night. Is it raining at your place?
Yeah, you
Hell
might
yeah.
hear that.
By you who are
I'm Felicia. You can find me on social media,
Social media.
social media at Felicia3 on Twitter and Instagram mainly. And hey, who the fuck are you?
Hey, I'm Jesse. You can find me at Al by Night on Twitter for now. I just tweeted more sass at Elon Musk.
Oh no.
So we're gonna see about it.
Yep.
He said Twitter's going faster, and I said, yeah, that's what it feels like when you're nearing terminal velocity.
Well,
And
there
we'll
it goes,
see,
Jesse, for another week.
and we'll see if I get banned about it.
And hey, together we're two idiots talking over stuff.
We sure are.
We have a website, don't you know?
Don't you know?
It's www.idiots.fm, and on that website you'll find links to other places you can find us, because that's not enough,
Yeah, you gotta find us
obviously,
at. Go follow us everywhere.
except to our homes,
We want to be ubiquitous in your lives.
except not in real life.
Yeah, not real life. Don't show up at my fucking house, you weirdos.
No.
Don't
But
do
hey,
that.
on that website, there's a link to our Discord, and that's a good
Mm-hmm.
place to talk to us and also other people listening. And you can get involved. You can suggest impressions for me to do. You can suggest movies for us to watch. You can ask us questions, and
Yeah.
just get up to general tomfoolery. And hey, we're at Tito's Pod everywhere else. If you're feeling nice, why don't you go ahead and rate us at podchaser.com or Apple Podcasts?
What happened? You keep. Do I need to shorten it? You keep running. You ran out
I
of breath
didn't
at
run out
the.
of air. I was just doing a bit.
I don't know about it because that's
I was
twice.
just doing a bit,
I gotta add church mouse to the voices list.
Apple
I'll do a little church mouse impression.
But do rate us, but only if you like us.
Yeah, and you can give us movie suggestions, but Felicia's very picky, so
Nuh-uh.
she'll never say yes.
Okay, listen, so many picks have been Jesse.
Yeah, but
I have so few picks.
it's true, but that's because you're indecisive. You gotta
I am
come with the.
indecisive, but I'm trying to be more discerning about what I agree to watch.
Okay. Well, our watch along this week is definitely your pick that I'm kind of
Yes.
excited about.
Yeah, you want to watch it anyway, but
Yeah.
we'll explain that later.
Yeah. Hey, Felicia.
Hey, Jesse.
What you got going on in your life? Anything new?
Well, it's mostly still pouring, so I haven't gone many places, but I did pretty much finish my Christmas shopping through the internet. So
Hell
that's
yeah.
nice. Now I'm just waiting for stuff to show up.
Wow, very nice.
I had a stressful week last week dealing with financial shit and medical stuff, but it's fine. It's just annoying more than anything.
Yeah, let's set up a GoFundMe for Felicia.
Yeah, just, for living. Um I am still on my master chef journey,
Uh,
but I decided
don't
to
call it that.
I am on my master chef
I don't like
journey.
it.
But I decided to start rewatching Black Sails because it's a fucking great show. And I
Emphasis
think,
on the fucking.
well, I think the reason that I wanted to start it again is because on MasterChef they always like split into teams and they designate a captain. And then there's a lot of metaphors like, well, I'm captain, I'll go down with my ship.
Yeah.
So I was like, who else is a captain?
Yeah. It
But yeah,
makes all kinds of sense.
Black Sails is a great show. I think season 1 suffers from being like, hey, we're a cool new edgy pirate show, so we're just going to be really horny.
Mm-hmm.
But like even watching it again now, I'm picking up so many things that I hadn't picked up the first watch or two. And yeah, as it goes on, it just becomes like a very smart show. It's almost Game of Thronesian in a way, especially just volume of characters and things you have to remember.
Yeah.
But it's a great show. So we'll see how far I get. I don't think I've ever gotten completely through a second time, but we're gonna try.
How far did you get into True Blood?
I think I started season 3 and pretty much noped out.
What's going on in season 3?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Well, okay. I think Bill had been kidnapped by other vampires
Yeah.
after he asked Suki to marry him. And then
Mm-hmm.
he was like all pretending that he didn't actually love her because I think he didn't want to keep her in danger. And then there's
Right.
werewolves now and Joe
Uh-huh.
Manganiello.
Yeah.
And that's about all I remember.
Okay. You didn't reach the point where I noped out. Do you care? Can I spoil it?
No, I don't see myself going back to it.
Okay.
Towards season, honestly, once I hit even end of season 1, I would only watch it after getting really, really high. And it was
Yeah.
fun at that point, but then even that became too much.
Yeah. So I noped out, and a lot of people I know noped out when we discover that Suki is a fairy. There's a
Okay,
whole
they
Fae
definitely
storyline.
started that storyline because they're all like,
Yeah.
"What are you? You don't smell like a human. You
Uh-huh.
must be something magical." But I
Yeah.
hadn't gotten to the reveal yet.
And vampires love Fae blood. No, there's a whole
Oh
Fae
god.
storyline, and it's real stupid.
Oh god.
And her brother turns into a were-panther.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, yeah. That dumb idiot turns into a were-panther. And
Okay.
the combination of those two things, didn't finish that series. I was very much out, and I know a lot of people who are in the same boat as soon as that fairy stuff
Wow.
started.
I didn't even get that far.
We're like, wow, that's real dumb. And it is.
Yeah.
I have a vacation next week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to record vocals for an EP. Emphasis on the
Yeah.
word try, because I have performance anxiety even when I'm fucking alone. But I'll try to overcome that.
And hey, that's the magic of editing.
It is. Yeah, actually, yeah. If you've ever heard anything that I sing, it's heavily edited. It's usually got a bunch of reverb.
Like the Spell You Later theme song.
Yeah. Oh, I can like sing comedy stuff. For some reason, that doesn't bother me that much if I'm just fucking around.
Hmm.
So like singing in that accent actually helped me do that.
Try that. Make it a Dracula EP.
Dude, not with the lyrics I have. It would be actually, it would be so weird.
Yeah.
But that could be fun. Maybe an outtake.
Maybe do that first to get rid of some nerves and then try it for real.
Maybe. And the next thing I have here is I want to play a voicemail that
Yes.
Miriam got that got lots of play within our friend group.
Yes.
A lot. Because I was Miriam was watching TV. When she watches TV, I switch to my fancy podcasting stuff when I'm playing Fortnite, which gives me access to a soundboard. And I have this voicemail on it, and I just kept playing it during Fortnite.
We would just not hear Jesse for a while, and then suddenly this voicemail would start.
Yeah, worked every time too.
It did.
It's just great to break the silence with.
Yeah.
I present you the South.mp3. This is completely real.
Have you accepted the Lord Jesus Christ as your personal Savior? If not, why not? For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, that on the cross for the remission of sins. That whosoever shall believe in Him will never perish, but have everlasting life. Those who call upon the name of the Lord will be saved.
Yeah, it cuts off there.
I didn't realize he does the Jesus Christ twice.
Yeah, he does it twice. I'm not sure what that hitch is in the middle though. I think it's pain.
Stank.
I don't know. I don't think it's stank. I think
Oh my
that
God.
that man is in pain. Maybe
My cat is trying so hard to jump on my open laptop right now.
is he succeeding?
No. Anyway.
Anyway, Miriam saw the transcript before she heard it, and she waited to get home before she played it because she wanted me to hear it when she played it because the transcript looked insane too.
That's a good wife.
And it paid off. It's like gold. It's like finding gold. That old man proselytizing.
And you did try to call him back.
Several times.
Yeah.
Because I found a way to pipe my phone calls from Skype into Fortnite. So
I
it's
mean,
gonna.
it turns out he doesn't like getting calls from random numbers.
No, and it wasn't uniform either. I called like 2 or 3 times, and I would go to voicemail. And then the last time I called, I definitely immediately went to voicemail.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that guy was like, I don't want that call.
Yep.
But I was I'm super interested in what his deal is because that's insane. Like he can't have converted anyone.
No, especially when you can barely hear him.
So yeah, I don't know how he's going to convert anyone doing that and mumbling, and you can't understand anything but Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
But apparently it's the Lord's Prayer.
Part of it. Like he kind of dives into it and
Yeah.
then dives back out.
But I just think that old man is cold calling with a list of numbers, and it makes me sad.
It's very strange.
Yeah, that's he's just sitting at a kitchen table, probably going down a list.
Yeah.
And then when you want to call him back, he doesn't answer.
Nope.
So I don't know what his deal is.
He's not going to get anybody if he doesn't answer his phone.
No, he won't. Hey, what did we watch last week?
We watched Terrifier 2 in VR.
Too long.
It is certainly too long. I didn't like it as much as the first one. It's also like hyper violent, but to like a really comedic degree in a sense.
Yeah.
Because it's wild how much he does to these people before they actually die.
It was still fun.
It was still fun. But yeah, I felt like they tried too hard to incorporate a story.
Yeah.
With like other characters, and there was way too much of that and not enough of Art the Clown.
I agree. That stuff didn't work for me.
Yeah.
It was too long, and I didn't like the actress either very much.
No, you just don't give a fuck about them.
Something about the first movie made me care more about the actress. Maybe because there was 2 of them. It was like a group of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still liked it though.
Yeah.
It was just too long.
Too long.
Brett said he could cut like 40 minutes out of it, and I totally believe him.
I don't think he's gonna do it.
No, probably not. Because to do it, you'd have to watch it probably like 2 or 3 more times to figure out where you want the cuts to be.
Yeah.
We watched Love Actually with Beth. Did we already talk about this last?
Yes,
yeah,
we
we
did.
talked about this last week. I watched it with Miriam.
Okay.
That's why I'm confused. And that was Miriam's first time, and she liked it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, she liked it.
She like as these are all bad people.
Not all of them, but I think she agrees which stories were the weakest, which is definitely Keira Knightley.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the America Boy.
Yeah.
That it just didn't need to be in there.
It's very throwaway.
Yeah. We watched 7 Stages to Achieve Eternal Bliss.
By passing through the gateway chosen by the holy stores.
Yeah. Uh, as
Jesse
bad as I
hated it,
thought it would be, I hated every second of it.
and which we knew
Yeah.
going in.
It just felt like an ensemble cast that wanted to party. It felt
Yeah.
like the movie was secondary. They were just fucking around. It felt like improv.
Maybe. Yeah, there could have been some improv.
I think there was probably some improv. It was probably scripted. That whole time I was just thinking none of these people, none of these actors care about their characters or this movie. They're just fucking around and they want to hang out outside
Yeah, I
when they're
think
not
it's just
shooting.
like they just want to have a good time, and
Yeah.
they know they're putting out something that's incredibly weird,
Yeah.
and they are just taking joy in that.
Yeah. And it's for them, not for the audience.
But I had a great time.
It felt like they were performing to amongst themselves.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and I didn't like it. You liked it. You liked that monologue.
Mm-hmm.
I get a feeling that you like that monologue way more than you like the rest of the movie.
Yes.
Like, I feel like we watched an hour and 30 minutes when we could have just watched the monologue and been done with it.
No, I mean, not exactly. There are parts of the movie I really do enjoy. Like, spoiler alert, but once the couple starts to help people kill themselves,
Yeah.
and like goes way overboard, that's entertaining to me.
Yeah. Whereas that ruins characters for me. But that's always my my hang up.
So you loved them before that?
No. But once they do that, it's like, oh, you're not even trying to be accurate to this character. Because Kate
Okay.
McCucci's like super.
We're not gonna have this discussion again. What else did we watch?
It just didn't make sense for her character in
Sure.
particular.
What else did we watch?
We watched a bunch of Yankee in the South.
Yes, we did.
More Yankee in the South vlogs.
Most nights.
Most nights. I did a little cut of them fucking up the name Candemonium.
Yeah.
At Hershey Park. Will calls it Candy Mortem. And then it cuts to Dawn's face and she knows and she doesn't correct him. And he calls it Candy Mortem like 3 more times in the video.
Where they're standing next to a giant sign that says the name.
It says Candymonium.
Yep.
Very clearly. And
it's like a play on words and has nothing to do with life and death.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of joy out of that this week.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of dumb shit. Like they went to Area 51 in Nevada.
Yep.
And there was a brothel. And he did the like weird it's a Christian male thing.
Yeah, it was like, whoa, I didn't know cat house meant brothel.
Oh, Chris, there's a cat house here.
You think
Dawn, did you see this? It says
kitties?
cat house. Do you think we'll see kitties? It's just a super like stuffy Christian male thing that I've heard a billion times. So that's
like,
how I know
so
it's accurate.
To see something dirty but can't make a dirty joke.
Correct. Yeah. It's like innuendo they can get away with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just keep saying it over and over and over. And that was real awkward and weird. And they didn't go in, which I'm kind of glad about.
Yes.
They got real close.
They did.
Also in VR, we watched Bad Ben.
Yeah,
if you want to look that up on YouTube and watch a trailer, the trailer's about as good as the feature-length film is.
Although the feature-length film is way more boring. It's supposed
Super
to be
boring.
like a found footage ghost hunter type like haunted house type film. And it's just a very charismatic man.
He's not charismatic.
He thinks he is.
Yeah, he definitely thinks he is.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's very stupid. I feel like he could have made it work, but he went too far.
It's only popular because it's stupid. It's one of those. But that there's apparently 9 of those films, 8 or 9 of them. And I'll never watch another one.
Die at the end of this one.
Hey, spoiler.
Oh yeah, because you're all gonna go watch it. But it did make me think that it would actually be really fun to watch like a ghosty show of some kind in VR.
Yeah.
like a ghost hunter show.
The thing about Bad Ben is he's got some tricks in there.
Yeah, there are that's what I mean. Like there's some things that could actually really work, but he's just so ridiculous. Like he's so over the top.
He's over the top and he's boring
Yeah.
and there's no script.
Yeah.
And he is literally nobody else is in the movie. It's just him.
Mhm.
And he's walking around saying his inner monologue out loud
Now
about
I guess I'll go
everything.
outside and see what that noise was.
Yeah, it's like a shitty video game.
Yeah.
And it was just what a waste of an hour and 30 minutes of our lives. And we even skipped through. And the ghost kept
We
moving
did.
furniture. He's like, God damn it. And he'd move it back.
Yeah, that was his reaction to everything. It'd be like
Which that part's hilarious.
yeah, it was an experience.
Yeah, and I'm never watching another one of those again. I'll watch a
No.
recap maybe, but
Nah.
it was so slow.
Yeah.
Miriam and I watched a show called Baking It.
Does that have to do with weed?
No,
Oh, I
that is
assumed.
a Christmas themed baking
Oh,
competition.
I assumed it had to do with baking like edibles.
Nuh-uh. Nope. It's basically the Great British Bake Off, but in America, and it's hosted by Maya Rudolph and
Oh,
what's his name? Andy Samberg.
interesting.
It's a Great British Bake Off ripoff, but they do it right, so it's good.
Okay.
I recommend it. And I had in the news this week that season 2 of it is coming out on the 12th,
Cool, cool.
which is tomorrow for us. And I think me and Miriam are going to watch season 2, but it's good. If you like the Great British Bake Off and you like Christmas shit, you're going to like that.
I do like those things. I don't particularly like Andy Samberg.
He's the weakest part of the show, but it's good though. You'll still like it, I bet.
Cool.
You know, the time for asking
Any question?
is right now.
Hey Felicia,
Hey, Jesse.
we got a question from Efren from the Discord.
Heck yeah.
What are your opinions on non-traditional Christmas movies, and do you have a favorite movie that reminds you of Christmas?
So we've been having these discussions while playing Fortnite because I
Mhm.
basically just want to make people fight, and I've been throwing out like this is a Christmas movie, and then people are like,
Mhm.
"What are you talking about?" So I don't really have preferences. I don't have a stake in these arguments. I don't really care. I enjoy Christmas movies for what they are. Like there is certainly an argument about is it a Christmas movie if it's just set at Christmas time or does
Mhm.
it have to be overtly Christmassy? But I don't really care. They're all Christmas movies. But to me, around Christmas time, I really like to watch The Thing because it's a winter horror movie. And to
Yeah.
me, that's a Christmas movie.
I think that counts as a non-traditional Christmas movie.
Yeah. And I also posed the argument the other day that 28 Days Later is a Christmas movie because there's a part where the gang encounters a father and daughter that have Christmas lights around their apartment to signal that they're survivors, and Silent Night is playing and they drink creme de menthe. So there you go, it's a Christmas.
Yeah, that's fine. That's kind of where I don't really have a dog in this fight. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
But when people say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, I always bring up Home Alone because I think most people think Home Alone is a Christmas movie, but
Yeah.
apparently there are some people who do not.
That's very weird.
It's very weird to me because Home Alone is like definitely set at Christmas.
Yeah, it's
There's
like the
Christmas shit
epitome of a
all over the
Christmas
place.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the problem is that it's violent.
Yeah.
So it's not really in the spirit of Christmas for the most part. It wraps up in the spirit of Christmas. Like
Mm-hmm.
when the family gets back together, everybody's all happy and warm and stuff.
Right.
But I think if you call Home Alone a Christmas movie, then you have to call Die Hard a Christmas movie
Interesting.
because they're both set at Christmas and they both have the spirit of Christmas. Like Bruce Willis is coming home for Christmas, basically. It's just violent. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of the people that argue that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie have trouble with the violence of it all and it not matching.
But there's a lot of violent Christmas movies. Like Christmas
Yeah.
horror is a genre. It doesn't make it not a Christmas movie because it's violent.
I think those people are thinking of like Hallmark
I
Christmas
guess
movies.
so. But like Krampus is pretty undeniably a Christmas movie. It's
Yeah.
incredibly Christmassy and even kind of wraps up in the spirit of Christmas,
Hmm.
but kind of in a bleak way. My cat's going insane right now, so you're gonna hear him. Sorry.
That's okay.
Uh,
Mister's
but
got opinions.
he does. But yeah, I don't really have a hard opinion either way on that argument.
So, I have a favorite movie that reminds you of Christmas for me. Used to be A Christmas Story, but Miriam hates it, so I don't watch it that
Oh,
much. And really, I could take or leave it. I liked it more as a nostalgia play because that's when we used to have satellite at home. It would play on some network 24 hours a day, and my mom would always have it on.
yeah.
I never really like enjoyed it. It was just like a nostalgia thing. And I think that spot's been taken over by Love Actually.
Yeah, it really, for all its flaws, it did give me the Christmas vibes, those warm fuzzies when I watched it.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it's fun. That's a fun ass movie and it's entertaining.
Yeah, if
So
I'm like I want something wholesome and Christmassy, I'll watch Elf.
so yeah, I think Love Actually, Elf, and the Santa Claus. Oh, you know what?
Oh, the Santa Claus.
I love the Santa Claus, but I just thought of something. There's a new movie that Miriam was watching the other day that might make the list. It's called Klaus. Have you seen that?
No.
It is an animated Netflix Christmas movie, and it's really fucking good.
Hmm.
It's got like really strong storytelling. It's I would say it's close to not being animated. It just feels like an act. It just feels like a movie, like a
Okay.
good movie. So Klaus might be climbing on my list. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
And I have here that I wanted to bring this up anyway, but I have here that this Christmas movie debate reminds me of the medicine cabinet debate.
I'm not participating in that discussion, so if you want to explain it, go ahead, but I physically don't have the energy to talk about it again.
Okay, so there is a debate that was sparked by someone telling me something, and I'm just going to ask a question, and we'll talk about it in the Discord with the audience
Cool.
or Twitter. You can tweet at us if you want to talk about it. The question is, when I say the word medicine cabinet, what comes to mind for you? There are two sides of this argument. The first answer is in a bathroom, there's a cabinet with a mirror on it where you put stuff. The other half of this argument is it could be in the kitchen where you put medicine in a cabinet. That's your medicine cabinet. I am vehemently on one side of this argument and Felicia's on the other side. And
But
that's
not
where that
vehemently. Like, I
not
don't give a
vehemently.
fuck anymore.
And that's where we'll leave it. Just toss your answer at us at Tito's Pod on Twitter or in the Discord.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm sure it isn't good. That's the impression that I get.
Felicia.
Yeah.
Are you ready to be a robot as we spun at the beginning of the show?
Yes, and I have guessed the impression.
It's probably very easy.
Bruce Willis, Die Hard 2.
You are correct. I picked this because of our question this week.
Wow.
And I think Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie as well.
Perfect.
And this impression proves it.
Eggnog, Christmas tree, little turkey. But no, I gotta crawl around this motherfucking tin can.
I feel like there's two ways to do this
Uh-huh.
as a robot. I could either be like your standard beep boop type of robot or like those AI voices that like TikTok has. I'm going with beep boop.
Okay.
Eggnog, Christmas tree, little turkey. But no, I gotta crawl around this motherfucking tin can.
Dude, that's
Beep
pretty
boop.
good. Oh yeah, I like the beep boop. I'll give a round of applause. Wow, good job.
The least work I've ever had to do for an impression.
Wow. Great job. I have one in the bag from Tatiana that I haven't pulled out yet.
Great. Can't wait.
Um, and I think you'll like it, but I wanted to do this one just for because it's quick.
Cool.
The guy was like tearing him to pieces with his mouth. So I told him, get off, you know, it's like, and the guy just kept eating the other guy away, like ripping his skin.
Larry Vega describes it as a scene out of a horror movie as a naked man chewed off the face of another naked man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Felicia, I got some news this week.
I got a lot of news this week.
Oh, shit. Let me go first then.
Yeah.
I just got a couple. First is a headline I saw that Brendan Fraser's The Whale suit was so hot he needed 5 bags of ice per day to stay cool.
I can't believe we haven't figured out this technology by now.
Yeah, me neither. There should be I agree.
'Cause it's the same like Resident Evil 2, the Nemesis suit. The person couldn't be in it for more than 15 minutes without having heat stroke.
Yeah. And it, it reminded me of the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Right, and see, like, how long ago were those movies made that today we still can't figure out? First of all, we shouldn't be putting people in fat suits. I'm just going to say that.
Probably
but
not.
also, if you are going to, you gotta figure out some kind of insulation.
Yeah. Drew did research after we watched the Garbage Pail Kids movie. And so in the Garbage Pail Kids movie, there were little people in all of those suits. And apparently the limit was 7 minutes.
Jeez.
They had some actors passing out and stuff.
God, that has to be such a nightmare to film.
Yeah, that's a fucking nightmare. I don't know how they handle that. And my other piece of news was that season 2 of Baking, it's coming out. We talked about that
Yeah.
earlier. And that's it for me. I really couldn't find much interesting stuff. What'd you have?
I have several things.
Okay.
For one, The Banshees of Inisherin is going to be released on HBO Max on December 13th.
Whoa.
2 days from our recording. Also, I just need to re-up my HBO sub in general between that and The Last of Us coming out in January.
Yeah.
Next bit of news is Jackie Chan has confirmed that Rush Hour 4 is in the works.
Whoa. With Chris Tucker?
I don't know. Basically just read the headline.
Man, I hope it's with Chris Tucker, but I feel like Chris Tucker took a weird turn.
Did he?
Maybe. I don't know that for sure, but I feel it in my bones that Chris Tucker took like a weird human turn in his life, and now he's a little strange. He's got like some Steven Seagal energy.
Honestly, I don't know that I've heard anything from Chris Tucker since Rush Hour.
That's why I'm not sure, because I haven't
Yeah.
either, but I have this inkling
Could
that I
be.
read it somewhere, and but I don't know for sure. I would watch that though.
Yeah, same. There was a trailer for a movie called Infinity Pool by Brandon Cronenberg,
Uh-huh.
and it is starring Alexander Skarsgård and Mia Goth. It looks fucking weird. It's definitely horror.
I saw that, but I didn't watch the trailer. It looks fun though.
It looks strange. I
Okay.
would watch it, but it seems from the trailer that the premise is Alexander Skarsgård is traveling in a foreign country and breaks some kind of law that's punishable by death.
Uh-huh.
And they tell him if he wants to avoid the sentence, they'll make a clone of him to be executed for a large fee.
What
and
the
it
hell?
seems that in this world, people make clones just to kill them for fun. And
Okay.
that's what I'm getting from the trailer. I could be like, maybe it just doesn't go that direction, but
That's my kind of high concept. I'll watch the fuck out of that. I would
will
love to watch
it. I
that.
can't say I'll enjoy it because it's not my kind of high concept, but
Yeah.
we'll see. That's coming to theaters on January 27th.
Cool.
The next thing I have is there is another trailer that I watched for Bong Joon-ho's film Mickey 17, which stars Robert Pattinson, also has Steven Yeun, Naomi Aki, Toni Collette, and Mark Ruffalo.
God damn, that's a big cast.
This movie I've heard a little bit about. Apparently, it's based on a book, which my friend Alex has been reading. From my understanding, the premise is that they send some guy up to space and like with the understanding that if he dies in space, they'll make a clone, again, a clone thing. They'll make a clone of
Yeah.
him on Earth, and they think he dies in space, but he doesn't. So they make a clone of him and he
Oh,
comes back. And apparently it's a big no-no to have both an original and a clone.
I'm
So
super
like
into that too.
again, I'm not super into that, but you know, I'll watch it. I like that cast.
That's a great concept, though. That's
Yeah,
fun.
so and I do really like Bong Joon-ho, so we'll see how it
Thick
is.
Dad.
No.
I thought it was Thick Dad.
No, it is not. Bong
Oh,
Joon-ho is the director of Parasite and
oh, right.
The Host, I
Fuck,
believe.
I got him mixed up with Thick Dad. What's
Yeah,
Thick
that's
Dad in
me.
these days? You said something a few
Thick
weeks
Dad's doing
ago.
a lot of Korean action movies.
Yeah.
Uh
So this one's called Mickey 17.
yeah.
I'm into it. I want to watch that. When does that come out?
Well, you're going to have to wait until 2024.
Oh, god damn it.
Yes, but they have released a teaser already, and you can read the book.
I don't even need the teaser. I get it. The concept's cool.
Yeah. There was a lot of DC news, but it's all bleak, and I also don't give a fuck, but it's kind of funny. Like Wonder Woman 3 is not moving forward, which puts Man of Steel 2 up in the air, which I'm pretty sure wasn't Man of Steel 2 the whole reason that Henry Cavill wasn't going to come back for The Witcher?
So I think maybe partially, but there were a lot of rumors stirring around that the producers of The Witcher were going to go away from source material, and
Hmm.
Henry Cavill was not having any of that.
Yeah, he's a big nerd.
Yeah. So that was the main reason that I had heard. But I think yes, I had heard Man of Steel 2 had also casted Henry Cavill, so probably had something to do with it. Which
Yeah.
I don't like Superman, so I didn't
No,
care.
I don't like DC, so I don't care.
And also Wonder Woman 2 sucked.
Yeah.
It made me stop caring about that franchise too.
Yeah. But apparently that's just kind of started like a chain reaction of DC things falling under.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
It seems like that new Warner Brothers CEO is not a huge fan of maybe the comic book stuff.
Interesting. Probably don't take that job then.
Nope.
Um,
Yeah, probably not.
The other stuff I have on my list is not movie related, it's video game related because the Game Awards just happened.
Hmm.
One of the things I wrote down was there is going to be a Ghostbusters VR game coming in 2023. It
Man,
looks like it'll definitely make me too motion sick to play it, but it could be fun.
I hope it's good. Do you know who's making it?
I don't. But there's like a little gameplay trailer that you can
Oh,
find.
I'll look for that. I'm interested. Except I'm a little disappointed by this last Ghostbusters game that came out. It's that thing where it's fun for a day, but it's repetitive as hell.
I have a feeling this won't be that much better. I feel like VR
Yeah.
games are still very much in development. Like VR as a whole concept is still very much in development. I feel like there's still so far to go. So
Yeah.
I don't know how complete feeling this game will be.
I wrote a whole ass blog article on that on albinight.com.
Hell yeah.
And it got like 5,000 views on Hacker News.
I have some good news for you.
Uh-huh.
The Last of Us, the game, is going to be released on PC
Oh.
on March 3rd, which is after the show airs.
Yeah, why did they do that?
I don't know, but at least you will still be able to play it.
Yeah, I'll play it on PC.
Hell yeah. Two more things. There's a new game called Judas being released by the creators of BioShock. I don't
Mhm.
know anything about it, but it looks cool. And my last thing is we're getting a Death Stranding 2, baby.
Oh,
Hideo
boy.
Kojima gets to rock my world again, and I can't wait.
That game is not for me.
Death Stranding is great, but it's so strange. Just the pacing is so
Yeah.
strange that it doesn't like I'm really hoping that he will take the criticism from Death Stranding and apply it to Death Stranding 2, but I have a feeling he won't. And I think it also depends on what kind of games you like to play because I know a bunch of people that have gone back to play Death Stranding with the sole purpose of just doing like delivery missions and rebuilding roads, like not even
Mhm.
playing the story, just, and I'm like that sometimes too. But for me, Death Stranding was just too repetitive to want to do that.
Right.
But I love the story. When there are like fight and action sequences, It's really fun, and I can't wait for number 2.
I don't think I'll ever play that game. It's
You don't have the patience to play that
no.
game.
I didn't even play Red Dead Redemption 2 because Miriam told me the first part of that game was like 6 hours of cutscenes.
Nuh-uh.
She said there were a lot of fucking cutscenes, and I just wanna, like when I play games, I'm not looking to watch. I don't wanna watch games, I wanna play.
That's so okay, I get it. I do understand, but I feel like you're missing out on so many great stories.
Probably.
Because Red Dead Redemption 2 is, like, amazing.
I skip through the stories too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's awful.
I mash X to get to the thing that I gotta do.
That sends a shiver up my spine.
Yeah, but
Because
it's just ADHD. I
I
can't
guess
I
so,
can't
but, like,
focus.
what's the point of the gameplay if you're skipping the story? I don't get it.
In GTA 5, it's murder. I get to
Well, sure.
indiscriminately shoot people and stuff, so I'll
But,
play
I
that.
mean, that's why you play games that probably don't have a robust story.
Yeah, correct. I don't usually.
Yeah, if you were to play Red Dead Redemption and skip all the cutscenes, that would infuriate me.
Yeah. Yeah, and it would be pointless. That's what I
Yes.
mean when there's so many cutscenes. That means the story's important, and
Yes.
I'm gonna lose out. I had the same problem with God of War too. I'm just skipping
Yeah, you
constantly.
essentially hate my favorite form of video games.
Yeah, I enjoy multiplayer games with little to no story. Like I don't know what's going on in Fortnite either. Fortnite's
Dude,
got some
I
narrative structure that I've never followed.
games like Fortnite, I appreciate as like a medium to just be doing something with your hands while you're talking to people.
Yeah.
But it's not like my usual style of gameplay. I like to do the task management type games as a multitask type thing because I'm fidgety, so I'll do that while I'm watching something. But if
Mhm.
I'm really going to dive into a new game, I want it to be like a cohesive story that's going to keep my whole attention on it.
Yeah, and I can't keep my whole attention on anything. So I'm just sitting there like my brain's always churning too. So if I'm sitting through an hour of a cutscene, which it sounds like Death Stranding has one of
Yeah,
those,
it sure does.
that whole hour I'll be thinking about other shit I could be doing on the internet or music or whatever. I can't
Yeah.
focus.
Death Stranding is unique in that it has really long periods of gameplay interspersed by really long cutscenes. It's like a
Yeah,
weird playable movie.
not
So
for
it's
me.
certainly not for you.
No.
Things like Last of Us have cutscenes, but in way more digestible chunks. And it's also not a super long game.
Hmm.
Whereas Red Dead Redemption, while it does have a lot of side activities and quests that you can do and have fun with, you'd be skipping too much of the story to make it really mean anything.
Yep. That's why I don't play it.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. I do recognize they're great games though. I know they're great.
Yes, they are.
I just can't. I don't know what it is. I can watch a movie, but I can't watch cutscenes like that.
I don't get it.
Me neither. I'm just a weirdo. It's okay. I can be a fucking weirdo.
Mm,
I'm very excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
no.
No. Whoa. Controversy. I am excited for you and other people
Ugh.
because Avatar: The Way of Water is out in theaters on Friday, December 16th.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't have to give a fuck.
But you said you're excited for me, and I'm not excited for me.
I'm excited for the world, and I'll tell you why. Anybody that's able to should go to an IMAX theater and watch Avatar: The Way of Water in 3D in Dolby, and you got to find a theater that has the print that is 48 frames per second. Your ticket will say high frame rate because everything I've heard says that this is an evolution in cinema that will melt your brain.
Sure it is.
So normally films are at 24 frames per second. James Cameron did a little hack to make them 48 frames per second, and combined with his 3D tech and Dolby, it makes it very cool.
I wish that technology would exist on any other movie.
Yeah. I've also heard that the movie itself is way better than the OG Avatar, but we'll see about it. I myself I'm very jealous because I cannot see it how it's intended.
We watched bits and pieces of the first Avatar in 3D in VR,
Uh-huh.
because we're planning to watch it before this one comes out,
Yeah.
and it was really unpleasant for me. Like these weird, tall, gangly aliens made me viscerally uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm gonna enjoy that, but more real.
Probably not. The spectacle is gonna for anyone that can handle the gangly boys. The this is actually like a push forward in the evolution of film. So it'll be worth a watch if you can get out to see that high frame rate.
See, I think this is another area where you and I have very different priorities when we experience film. I can watch like grainy, low quality shit if it's a good movie,
Yeah.
whereas I feel like you'll watch something in 3D if it's just technically cool, even if you don't care about the movie.
Yeah, I totally would.
Yeah, I would.
If it's like super cool tech, yeah, then it's the spectacle of it that I like.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
don't.
nerd. We know
I
this.
know. I don't care enough about the tech.
My whole life revolves around my nerdery. Of course, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And I'm very jealous, and I'm sad that I can't go see it in a big old IMAX theater.
Well, we need to get you your bouncy castle, and then we'll put that inside the IMAX
I don't
theater.
think the bouncy castle is canon on the pod.
I don't think so either. It was one of the Rob brothers, either Matt or Mark, who
Yeah.
suggested, what if
I
in
think
order
it was
to
a
get
Halloween party or something.
yeah, it was for a Halloween party, but the idea was, in order to make you comfortable with traveling, we would build a bouncy castle that looks exactly like your house on the inside,
Uh-huh.
and then just transport that from place to place.
Yeah, but see, I have problems with people.
But
So it's
you
not
won't
really
see people if you're inside your bouncy castle.
yeah, I could see people, but I wouldn't
They
want
can't
the
see
people.
you.
Yeah, so it's pointless. You just do a FaceTime or something. No, don't do FaceTime because
No.
then it turns camera.
Yeah.
Uh, just live stream it or whatever.
I don't
But
know, man.
even
Bouncy
then,
castle.
I don't give a shit. I don't have that mentality. I don't
Yeah,
need
but
I don't need to go to
we
the
want
parties
you
or
places. So
yeah,
we're gonna we're gonna kidnap you, put you in a bouncy castle, drive you for probably 7 days across the country, and then
yeah,
you'll be at a Halloween party in LA.
yeah. But to what end?
To
Who
be
does
at the
that
Halloween
serve?
party. Us.
In
You're
no
gonna
way
be
does it.
miserable.
No, you'll see the bouncy castle and you'll be like, yeah, Jesse's in there, I guess. But I don't get
What
to
if you're just
participate in the
not?
party.
I mean, you do. We'll talk to you through the bouncy castle.
Nah, dog. Nah, this
Well, like there'll
plan.
be a little hatch and we can put food and drinks in there.
Nah, this plan's bad.
We'll workshop it.
I'm so lazy that I swear to God, I've had this thought that it would be super rad if I just had a water hose that I could just drink from whenever I want water.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what a camelback backpack is.
No, I don't want a backpack. This is a feature of my house that I would, I would like it. I would like it to run through my walls and to my computer. So when I want a big drink of ice cold water, I could just grab that hose and keep doing what I'm doing and just drink water.
I believe in you. You can make that technology happen.
No, I think I'd rather kill myself. If it ever gets to the point where I gotta have a water hose, I'm just gonna check out, I think.
All right.
Because that's not even peak lazy. That's something else. That's going
That's a
overboard.
whole lot of work in order to be lazy.
Yeah. It's like maybe 10 feet to my refrigerator, maybe 15 feet to get some Wawa.
Wow, what a tangent.
Yeah, what a tangent. Hey Felicia,
Hey, Josie.
what are we watching this week?
We're watching Rare Exports
On
which-
Hulu?
on Hulu, sure, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fantasy horror Christmas movie
Mhm.
that I won't describe because I want Jesse to
Yep.
go in as blind as possible,
And I
which
didn't
is
even look at the description.
that's great. That's how I experienced it for the first time. Very just not knowing what I was getting into at all,
Hell yeah. And I know it's an hour 24 minutes, and I like
which
that.
is lovely. It
Yep.
is for the most part subtitled. I think it's Finnish.
It looks Finnish with the names.
It's like English and Finnish, so there's subtitled portions for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's got a very high rating.
Yep.
So see how it goes.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't believe it. We did it.
Oh, amazing.
We're done with it. It's an hour.
Whoa. Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Well, once we have all those edits, it might not
It'll
be
be
enough.
it'll be 40 minutes
Yep.
because my microphone acted up. Bye bye.
Bye.
I made everything.
Jesse is God.
You've been listening to two idiots
I did
talking
everything.
over stuff.
Everything you
produced by
see,
Jesse
I
Stillwell,
did.
with original theme and
Brought to
outro
you
music
by
by Jesse
Jesse's
Stillwell.
Bouncy
For more
Castle.
information, you
I
can
do
visit
serve the Lord Jesus Christ, and your
www.idiots.fm.
personal Savior, and not my Lord, for God so loved the world.
@idiots.fm.
And he gave his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, that on the cross would have remitted
I know what you're thinking. Is there a
And
toilet in the
whosoever
bouncy
shall
castle?
believe in him will
Yes.
not perish, but have everlasting life. I shall call upon the name of the Lord.
How does the
will be saved.
toilet work?
Don't ask questions.
Does it have a water hose?
Shh, 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 shh.